Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment, our second installment of Coach's Circle, How to Be a Coach. Today, we have a wonderful, wonderful man from Nigeria. His name is Emmanuel Aginam, and he's an awesome life coach. And we're going to talk to him about some of his challenges, what he does, and just kind of dig into the whole life coaching thing there in Nigeria. So, Emmanuel, welcome.
Awesome, awesome. It's good actually to be here.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that. I've been looking forward to talking with you for a little while, and I'm glad we finally linked up and we're able to do this. So, hey, tell me real quick, what brought you to life coaching? What made you decide, like, hey, this is something that I want to do?
Okay. So basically it is born out of my own personal experience. When it feels that you've been like it seems you are actually making progress and then you begin to have all those internal struggles and challenges, and it gets to that point where you just cannot figure out what is happening, and it feels as if your life is not having meaning or sense of
Hmm.
purpose, and you are just basically carrying out activities upon activities, and then you eventually know you're going to head into crisis. And so it was out of my own experience and the fact that I was able to and move past that and overcome it, that I wanted to replicate same in the lives of others as well, to ensure that they don't have to go through that process, haven't gone through that, and help them with the blueprint for it.
So you had a personal crisis in your life that you were able to overcome, and you're
Ex-
saying after overcoming that crisis, you said, you know what, I think that I have something to give to other people by overcoming this, and I could help them overcome similar challenges. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly.
Okay, okay. Was this crisis too personal to talk about?
Okay, so basically, I was saying that it is something that I should be able to share, because of the fact that if I'm not in this process, one of the things that make you to be able to overcome is for you to be vulnerable. You need to
Mm,
be able to share those hard parts, those tough times, because if you are able to do that, those that you would love to help would also know that, yes, it is okay to be vulnerable, to be able to
mm.
share those dark times, because that is the way that they are going to move past it. They are going to gain acceptance, and then from there be able to overcome and triumph. So it's okay to share.
I agree. I agree 100%, man. If you're truly over something, you can tap into that vulnerability and be able to share that and explore that. So, what was the personal crisis that you overcame?
Okay, so one of it basically stemmed out of the fact that there was a point in time when I was self-pleasing. All of my actions were actually moving to please people, because I felt that I wasn't like the next person. I don't have the kind of confidence or
Mhm.
that self-esteem to be like the next fellow. So all I did then, actually, there was a particular time when I came back from school, and I went to meet one of my roommates, and he was sick. I was also sick. Normally, what would have happened was for me to stay back and get drugs for myself, but I decided to, because of the fact that I wanted to be in his good books. I went out even in that weak state, to get drugs for him,
Mm.
and he got better. He was fine. And the day that I eventually fell terribly sick, he was present. I thought he would help me, but he
Huh.
didn't. And later on, I was able to just make excuses for him so that it would just bypass and feel like, no, 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 no. He's like that. I am like this. So I accept that. So that was part of the thing that, so my self-esteem was crippled that particular time. And so I was able to overcome it basically by accepting that part of the flaws I have is part of me. So what I'm trying
Mm.
to run away from, I need to embrace it, because that is the only way that I am going to move forward.
Hmm. That's interesting. I would almost not even consider that being a flaw if you know about it. If you're a giver in this world, um, knowing that you are a giver is not flawed. It's only flawed when you don't realize that this is my nature. Like I want to see other people happy and well, and I want to give. You know, and it's not flawed. I don't think it's a flaw whatsoever. I think that once you understand that this is my nature, this is how I want to be by choice, then you can start selecting who you're giving to, right? Those people that actually deserve your effort, your time, your love, your heart, your generosity. So good. So you were able to figure out that you have this nature about you, and now you want to help. I'm assuming instill self confidence with other people, and that's why you're coaching.
That's true.
Okay, that's good, man. So tell me, if you're gonna pick a niche, a certain type of coach that you are, like we say, Emmanuel is a blank type of coach. What would you say it is and why?
Okay, I'm actually a sales coach, a
Sales
sales
coach.
strategist. Yes, a sales
Okay.
strategist. So
Okay.
basically, I work with professionals and non-professionals in creating their sellable online course outline, profitable one at that, within 24 hours or less.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yes, there was a woman that had a whole lot of experience in a particular area in working with babies. She has been working in creating a program around that for 2 years. We worked together, and within 2 hours, we were able to get those fleshed out in a profitable way. And I also help them in marketing their course or program via what I refer to as the preeminent content formula, that without ads or email lists, via their content, they're able to market their course and enroll clients with a minimum of 5 clients within 30 days.
Those are those are big challenges to yourself and big shoes to fill. And I'm assuming you're filling those shoes. I'm assuming you're seeing some progress with the clients that you're helping, and you're able to help them kind of put what they have in their head onto paper into a program that they can say, this is what I have to offer, and this is how valuable it is, that you want to pay whatever it is, 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is, uh, to fruition. You're helping them bring that to fruition. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, that's awesome. You know what? Even the best people in the world sometimes need to take a step back, have someone come in and pick their brains a little bit in order to outline what they have in there. Sometimes we have something in there and we can't figure the structure out. We can't figure out the how. We know what the what. We just can't figure out that how. How do I write it down? Uh, put it into a constructive way that someone can learn it, and then where do I go? Do I go to Udemy? Do I do a mastermind? Where do I put this? And so I'm assuming you help them with all of that.
Yes, basically, with the way that my structure works, I, I tend to keep things very simple, because one of
Hmm.
the discussion that I've had lately with about over 50 intending course creators in the past weeks is that they're having challenges with complicated or complex tech tools. They don't know which tech tool to go for. They don't know which will benefit them, and also with regards to their budgets and things surrounding that. So basically, what I do advise is that they can actually launch it on Facebook,
Hmm.
a free platform. And once
Okay.
they've been able to get and have everything fleshed out, they can now move it to any of the platform that they are going to host the courses on, then direct people to that platform to go watch and get started with it. So at
Okay.
first, it keeps things simple, then you expand or you scale into other platform that would help with that.
Okay. And you're seeing success with this?
Exactly.
Okay. Good. Good. That's all that counts is success. As long as people are whatever their definition of success is, when they come to you, and they're seeing that, that's what really matters. That's what really matters.
Exactly.
Hey, how long have you been doing this type of coaching for coaches?
So basically, I've been doing it informally for years now, but formally, I began that 2 years ago.
Okay.
And yes, 2 years ago, that was when I went in formally into the process, helping people fully find themselves, express themselves, and live to their potential to the fullest.
Okay. That's awesome. I love
Yes,
I love I love that phrase, living themselves to their full potential. That's the name of my organization is Unlimited Potential Network, and I believe everybody is unlimited. We don't have limitations, most of us at least. All right, so a couple years now formally, and where can people find you? If you have coaches on the YouTube channel, they're going, you know what, I'm resonating with this guy. I like what he's saying. I like how he's saying it. How can they find him?
okay, yes. So they'll be able to locate me on Facebook via my profile, Emmanuel Aginam. So once they search for that, they'll be able to locate me there, and also on Instagram, the username at selling with underscore Emma. So I can also be located there, and also, and um those are my two active platforms that I can be found
Okay, and we'll link
on.
the platforms up here, both the Facebook as well as the Instagram. We'll put them up here for anyone watching. So let's switch a little bit over to what advice can you give to other life coaches? You've been doing this a couple of years. You've seen some challenges, I'm sure. What were some of the challenges starting out?
One of the some of the challenge, and that is going to be heard, because there are a lot of messages out there, and it feels that if you are going to go in there, how do people believe yours? How people leave others to come to yours? But what they need to understand is that your story is unique, your experience is unique. No one has been able to live your story. No one has been able to live your experience. And there are certain people that would be able to identify with your story and your experience. The more reason why you need to share that particular story experience. I have a particular woman from the United States. When I started out, in fact, it was my mentor that pushed me to begin this journey. When I started out, she reached out to me that it feels as if I was telling her story, but I was actually
Hmm.
sharing mine. And what if I had not shared my story? That means she would not
Hmm.
have been able to identify and come out. So they need to believe that their story and their experiences are unique.
Okay. You seem like you have a real passion for trying to help people, which is nice. It's nice to see people that are genuine, that people, to see people that are not just in this for a job. There's certain professions in life that you can't do well if you're just there to pick up a paycheck. You can't just be a good doctor or be a good nurse or a good firefighter. You have to be great at those things. Those
Oh,
things are things that you're impacting people's lives in a real way, on a deep level. And life coaching is another one of those areas. Motivational speaking, like I am, is another one of those areas. When I speak, people listen, and people take those things to heart. When you mentor other coaches, they take your advice to heart. So it's good that you have a passion for it, and I could see that. I could see it coming out in just our little bit of time together. Okay, so being real, you have a story to tell. You have something an experience to bestow onto other people. What else? What other good advice can you give a life coach out there?
Just be you, be real, be unique, be authentic. There are people that would resonate. So you don't have to try to get them. The truth is that they're going to get you because of the fact that your story resonates with their own story. What you've passed through, what you've been through, resonate with what they have also passed through and been through. And your perspective also aligns to theirs. It's important that they get to understand that.
I agree 100%. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the becoming a life coach. Be vulnerable right now with me and tell me what kind of challenges do you see right now? Maybe somebody out there can hear this and they go, I got a plan for Emmanuel. I know how he can overcome some of the challenges that he is facing right now. So right now, what's your biggest challenge?
The challenges that I have is actually having to combine um, my work as helping people live to their fullest potential, and also as a sales coach, helping creating programs and helping to market those programs. So having to balance both sides, also to ensure that one lack caution is to ensure that each individual that I'm able to encounter or cross is able to live to their fullest potential. That has been my life mission and my life purpose, to ensure that each individual I'm able to meet is able to live to their fullest potential, and they're not being held back by fear of what might have been or what would have happened. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And there's no better person than a person that's passionate about helping other people to help other people. So I encourage anybody that's watching this, if Emmanuel has resonated with you, something that he's said has really made you think, this is the right guy for me, this is the right niche for me, this is the right area or topic for me, reach out to me. We'll put the links again up here. Emmanuel, do you have any parting words, anything to leave anyone with?
So my last word is this, is for us to recognize that our message needs to be amplified. There's a whole lot that are waiting to hear our message, whether it is being our life purpose or whether it's via our programs and courses. There are a whole lot that are dependent on the successes that we've accomplished so far. So there's no need for us to keep it to ourselves. We need to spread that message so that others would get and be able to replicate the results that we have gotten so far.
Awesome. Great words from a wise man, I think. Okay, guys. Hey, thank everybody for tuning in. This is a nice short one. Hopefully you get the message. You get what Emmanuel's trying to spread, the love, the knowledge, and the expertise. Again, if this is something that it has just resonated with you, seek Emmanuel out. We have the links in the description. We have the links up here for you to connect with them. So please don't wait. Don't think about it. Do as your heart feels. Do it now. I'm all about now. I'm all about action. You guys know that. If you're following me, you know I'm about get that shit done. Okay, Emmanuel, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you being on the show. Hopefully you get some more clients out of this. Hopefully people hear and go, you know what? I kind of like this this type of coaching, this type of mentoring, and reach out to you. Thank you very much for being on.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Unlimited fam. Peace.